Have you ever heard of PopShelf? Hey y'all, I'm Elisa, the Scrappy Wife behind ScrappyWife.com, and today we're going on another field trip. We're exploring another new to me store here in the Texas area, and I'm really excited to go check out PopShelf. Now, I've been before. To me, it feels like an upscale Dollar Tree-esque. There's some fun things. It's organized and curated beautifully. It's more expensive than $1.25, but still some really good deals to be found. And they have a pretty darn good little craft section. So we're going to go check out PopShelf. It's a small store, so I know I'm going to feel a little awkward filming in there, but that's okay. Let's go check it out. And if you have a PopShelf near you, be sure to let me know down below. Let's go. My sister actually brought me to PopShelf within just a few days of moving to Texas. And she was like, you have to check out this store because it is so aesthetically arranged and pleasing that it is really fun to visit. And she is definitely right. They have all kinds of things at this store, but the first thing you see when you walk in is this beautiful pen display. All the pens are $1, $2, $3, depending on pen or pencil. They are good quality brands and they are arranged by color. I love that you can buy individual pens. That is not always the case. Sometimes you have to buy a full set. And if you happen to have a favorite color or a color that you use up more than the other colors, then you would have to buy a new set just to replace that one color. But you're going to see friction pens and Pentel and Le Pen and all of the great brands that we love. You're going to see a ton of them here, and I love that they just have them arranged by color. It just makes my little crafty heart so happy to see all of these. It doesn't just end at the rainbow either. They also, oh, look at the dual tip. It's kind of hard to see these, but these are dual tip ones that have a stamp on one end and then like a bullet nub on the other end, which I thought was super cool. They have beautiful office supplies as well, also arranged by color. So all kinds of calculators and notebooks. And of course, we get into the neutrals as well. So there is truly something for everybody, plus micron pens that you can buy individually. I feel like this perhaps is possibly pen heaven. Like I can't imagine needing to go anywhere else. What fabulous pens. So similar to something like the Dollar Tree, they have a lot of plastic storage here as well. This feels like good brands. It's the Sterilite brand, so it does feel like it's going to hold up a little bit. I liked, they had one garbage can that definitely attached to the side of your desk that I thought would be really well. I'm checking out these drawers because I actually need some bathroom organization, so those might work out really well for me. I kind of prefer clear storage, but for a deal, that'll work. Command hooks are something that I use in my craft studio all the time. And I actually really dig that they have them in smaller sets because a lot of times when you go to like a Target or a Walmart or Home Depot, you can only buy bigger sets. They have some smaller sets, which can be really handy. This is in the home section where it had different pieces, different shelving. I use those in my craft studio. Hooks always come in handy. They had like garage pieces, just so many things that you could use in your house. Look at the tiny little shelf. That's adorable. And it said that these are adhesive, so you don't have to mount them, which might be good if you live in like an apartment and you can't drill holes in the wall. Just lots of good options, and I found it just so fun to see what was available. Look at these little box cutters. Those are adorable as well. So many cool things in the store. It was really, really fun to explore. Now I'm in the kitchen section. I always find that any kitchen section is going to have great organization tools for the craft studio. Look at this divided bin. It's for your refrigerator, but perfect for dividing ephemera, which I think is something that I could use. They have some really shallow bins those work out great, especially if you have like the Alex drawers or very shallow drawers. It's sometimes hard to find bins that will fit in those. And then here's a larger one. I love that you can buy them individually, and they just feel a little bit more heavy duty than the ones that I have seen at the Dollar Tree in the past. So always be sure to check out when you see a store like this that has so many different sections, check out the full store. Don't just stick to crafting or stationery. There's going to be things for you all over. The party selection was, or the party section was pretty darn big in this one. I love, again, organized by color is just the way to go, friends. It's just so great. And I often use party supplies like tissue paper in my crafting, and there were some good options here. I love the scallop on that one, and some nice glitter tissue paper, plus bags that you can cut up and use for all kinds of things, because this is going to be a thicker paper than you would get in a craft paper pad or anything like that. So love the options here, and the variety and the organization by color makes it fun to shop. All right, can you tell that we've hit the craft section? Love all of these wood pieces. So they had wooden letters of different sizes and a whole wood burning kit. Look at the alphabet set. I just feel like these are great. I don't know, great, make a great base for your crafting. If you're wanting to dive into some different decorative crafts besides paper crafting, experimenting with cheaper pieces like these can be wonderful before you start investing in nicer supplies. So these are some of the basics you might want to use in your craft room. I love the wood blanks, whether you're using it with your Glowforge or cutting out vinyl with your Cricut or Silhouette. These are fabulous blanks that you can use to decorate. They have glue guns and glue sticks, including these ginormous ones. Those are humongous. Just so many of the basic supplies that you could use, that I love this little store. I feel like it's, you know, a quick stop or a quick shop as compared to like exploring into Michael's. This is going to have some of the basics that you're going to need. Look at the beautiful, I can't pass a sketchbook, you guys. I can't pass a journal, and I can't pass a sketchbook without checking it out. It's something about my personality, and I think there are more than one persons on this channel that would agree. If I see a journal, I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to look at it, because hello, that is adorable. So sweet. And then look, soft pastels, oil pastels. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure these are not anywhere close to like a beautiful artist quality, but if you're wanting to experiment in mixed media, try some new mediums, this would be a fabulous thing to come check out. Yes, please, gold leaf. This I found very intriguing. I'd love to add those to some journaling or planner spreads. That would be pretty awesome. They had watercolor pencils, they had high quality pencils, erasers, blenders, just so many great options. And over here, ooh, calligraphy. That's pretty cool. And then these I feel like are an off-brand Micron pen, and I'd be interested in trying those out. Not to mention tracing paper, which can come in very handy. Plus my kiddos go through that like crazy. I love a good Crayola set, and look at the variety that they have here. All of the different crowns, so many different markers, the paints, colored pencils, super tips. I've been thinking recently that I might need to pick up some markers just to have fun with. I really kind of want alcohol markers, but maybe we can start a coloring habit with just your regular Crayolas. That would be fun as well. What is this magic? Magic puffy pens. You add heat and they puff up. That would be very cool to try. And it's Uli brand. So I like that there are name brands here. It's like I said, it's like a step above Dollar Tree. Nothing against Dollar Tree, because I absolutely love finding goodies at Dollar Tree. But sometimes it's nice to see some of the companies that you know and recognize. They had a tiny little Cricut section or cutting machine section where they had pens and tools and some vinyl. They did not have any iron on vinyl, which actually is very disappointing, because I was looking for a little iron on vinyl, but they had a lot of the basic colors and things you might need. Plus, love their cutting mats here. They had a light grip and a standard grip. These are $5 a piece though, so I'm not sure that that is actually the best deal out there. All right, still hanging out in the craft section. And here's what I'm talking about. Staples for your craft room. Felt that you can cut with your cutting machines, make all kinds of fun things, all the basic colors. They had foam, there was basic yarn, all the ribbon colors, fantastic. The pom-poms and the pipe cleaners and the sequins and the glitter, all of the basic things that you might want to use to stock your craft studio for kids crafts or for your own crafts, you could probably find here. And I think they're pretty good prices and seemingly a good quality. So make sure to come check them out and don't be like me and get distracted by all of the cute pens. I do not need a flower pen or this sequin pen. All right, I better walk away. All right, I'm continuing. See, it's a pretty big craft section. There is washi tape, super skinny. I don't love the super skinny washi tape. I prefer the kind of smaller one, but how pretty are these washi tape sets? I don't know about the quality. I have not picked one up yet, so let me know if you want me to test them out, but those are really pretty, and I love a good 18-inch ruler. This one's metal with the cork on the back so it doesn't slide around. They also had a ton of great blanks. So you see those bags right there. They had a lot of blanks that you can use to craft on. Beautiful tags. Love the enamel dots. So many cool little pieces. Look at the bows and the tassels. It was just fun to look. It kind of, you know what it reminds me of actually is like a Tuesday morning, but cleaned up a little bit. By the time Tuesday morning was going out of business, it was crazy in there. Everything was, you had to really dig. This has the same variety that Tuesday morning was carrying, but is very organized, which I appreciate. And hello, rainbows and foil here for that. Those are super cute. I just liked the options. A lot of the stickers were three-dimensional, which is not really my jam, but those rainbows were very, very cute. And yeah, Eiffel Tower, adorable. Now I saw some 6x6 paper pads, and then this one is 9x12. The paper is pretty thin, so it's not exactly ones that I would typically craft with. I was attracted to these though. These are card bases. You get 12 cards and 12 envelopes for $3, which felt like a pretty good deal. So that would be really interesting if you like to collect card bases to make some easy cards. They had some mixed media supplies, as in water brushes, which I love, regular paint brushes, a lot of acrylic paint right here for only $2 a piece. They had Posca paint pens. These are my go-to paint pens. I use them all the time. They are now the only paint pen that I will buy going forward, and I love that you can buy them individually here. I actually should probably pick up a couple. You can see different types of Mod Podge, some chalk paint, just so many things. And then you have your cheaper acrylic paints down here. It's just some good deals, you guys. It's a pretty big little crafting section, and watercolors that are metallic, always fun, always something I'm looking for, and some really cool fall colors in there. I wonder what those look like swatched out. Just wanted to show you the variety of what is available. It was pretty impressive. Like I said, it's a like tricked out Dollar Tree. There's going to be canvases in different sizes, just lots of craft supplies. I think the prices are certainly competitive with any of the big box stores. It's just nice not to have to chase coupons or walk in and be overwhelmed with everything at a big box store. All right, so they also have other sections. They have a good home goods section. They have some cleaning supplies. There are some personal care sections and seasonal pieces. So I actually loved, look at this, you guys. Look at this tray. How fun would this be to paint? The pumpkin tray was very cute. They had fall pieces. They had Thanksgiving, they had Halloween, and they were even already pulling out Christmas, which a little bit blew my mind because I definitely recorded this video in August. How is there already Christmas out? No, thank you. I also dig these pieces, those pumpkins and things, for crafting purposes. Like I said, great blanks that you can use to paint on, to carve, to add vinyl, lots of different ways to use those pieces. Oh, I like a lot of these. I kind of want to decorate for fall, but like I said, it's August when I'm recording this, so It's probably a little early, but it's getting there. I appreciated the bright colors and the non-scary Halloween feel that they had. I could see this being in my craft studio. I like the holographic. I like the pink cowboy hat on the ghost and the sparkly boo. Those are just super cute things. And then let's go back to, I was talking about blanks. If you like to work with tumblers or decorate tumblers, color variety definitely available. Some beautiful journals. These were a little bit more kid like, but hey, who am I to judge? You do you. You pick up whichever journal you want. But I loved, ooh, this one for Stay Wild or for Go Wild. Stay Wild and Free. That one would be super cute. There's a lot of good variety, and it's a fun store to explore, but it's not overwhelming. It's not going to be so humongous that you're like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted, but it's a cute one to pop into. So if you end up exploring a PopShelf, let me know, or if you have one near you, let me know what your go-to thing is. What do you like to go to PopShelf for? I'd love to hear about it, but right now I'm going to go check out. Let's head to the car and I will give you a little preview of what I bought. All right, so that was PopShelf. I love it there. I think it is a super cute store and super fun to go to. Let me show you what I got. First of all, I got toilet cleaner because life. And second of all, this was on clearance, and how could I not? Because I use these all of the time in my craft studio and around the whole house. So this one was only $4. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. I actually got a new ruler because I really needed one, and I liked that this one was extra long and metal. So a new ruler. I got both these sets of markers because I don't have any like basic markers, and so I was in need of those and been wanting to check those out. What else did I get? Oh, I had to pick up these. Come on, $1? Yes, please. Rainbows all day. So it was fun. Lots of good ideas, lots of fun inspiration there. And I thought you guys might enjoy checking it out as well. Let me know what you think of PopShelf. Did you think it was as cute as I thought it was? And let me know if you have one near you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this video, if you enjoy these little field trips, make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button, and stay tuned because there's more field trips coming now that I'm in a new place with new stores. It's going to be exciting. So, thank you all so much for joining me today. And as always, keep it creative.